Before time itself began, before the first heartbeat, before a single drop of rain ever touched the earth, there was nothing. No sound, no light, no sky, no land, just a deep, endless darkness, stretching beyond imagination. And then a voice. It wasn't a whisper. It wasn't a shout. It was a voice of power, of authority, of love. It was the voice of the Creator. Let there be light. At that very moment, light exploded into the void, chasing away the shadows, flooding the emptiness with brilliance. It was golden, warm, and alive. God separated the light from the darkness, calling one day and the other night. And so, the first day was born. On the second day, God stretched out his mighty hands and formed the sky. The heavens unfolded like a vast blue canopy, separating the waters below from the endless expanse above. The air swirled, light and fresh, and clouds began their slow, graceful dance across the sky. Then came the third day. The deep waters rumbled as they gathered together into vast oceans, revealing land for the first time. Mighty mountains stretched toward the sky, valleys dipped low, and rivers carved their winding paths. But the land was still, lifeless, and God, with joy in his heart, spoke again. Suddenly, life burst forth. Trees shot up from the earth, their leaves shaking in a fresh breeze. Flowers bloomed in a breathtaking display of reds, yellows, and blues. Golden fields of wheat swayed, vines twisted and climbed, and the scent of sweet fruit filled the air. The world was now dressed in living green. God smiled. It was good. The fourth day arrived, and the sky remained dark after sunset. But then, God turned his gaze upward and painted the heavens with wonders. With a simple word, the sun blazed into being, golden and warm, ruling over the day. That night, God placed the moon, silver and soft, to light up the darkness. Then, with a sweep of his hand, he scattered stars across the sky, countless dazzling, shining like tiny diamonds against the black. These lights would guide time itself, days, seasons, and years. The world was now full of light and life, but still, something was missing. On the fifth day, the Creator filled the seas with movement. The waters shimmered as fish of all colors darted through coral reefs. Great whales sang, playful dolphins leaped, and tiny seahorses danced in the currents. The ocean was alive. Then the sky stirred. From the branches of trees and the edges of cliffs, wings unfolded. Birds soared, eagles high above the mountains, sparrows chirping in the morning light, peacocks flashing their brilliant feathers. The air was filled with music, with life, with joy. And then came the sixth day, the most extraordinary of all. God looked upon the land, still and waiting, and he spoke one more time. At once the earth trembled as life sprang forth. Lions roared, their golden manes shining in the sun. Horses galloped, their hooves thundering across open fields. Tiny ants marched, bears lumbered, rabbits hopped, and the whole world filled with creatures of every kind, each one unique, each one created with purpose. But then God paused. Something was still missing, something greater, something that could dream, create, love. And so with deep care, God knelt to the ground and scooped up dust in his hands. He shaped it, molded it, not into an animal, not into a bird, but into something different, a reflection of himself, a being with a soul. And then he breathed. The dust stirred, the shape moved. A man opened his eyes. His first breath filled his lungs, his heart beat for the first time. His skin warmed in the sun, and he looked up into the face of his Creator. God named him Adam, but something was still missing. For though Adam was surrounded by beauty, he was alone. And so as Adam slept, God took a small part of him and with the same care shaped another being, a woman, Eve. When Adam awoke, he saw her and knew. She was his partner, his equal, his gift. Together, they were the first humans, different from every other creature. They could speak, love, think, and walk with God himself. At last, the seventh day came. The world was complete. The sky stretched wide, the sun shone bright, the rivers flowed, the trees swayed, and life was everywhere. Adam and Eve stood hand in hand, looking at the paradise around them. And in that moment, God rested, not because he was tired, but because everything was perfect. The first story had been written, and it was just the beginning.